Hello everyone. After understanding about OET, that is Occupational English Test for Medical Professionals, in the last 7 videos, let us move on to what OET aspirants are always looking for, that is tips on OET. In the OET writing subtest, you get case notes and a task. You have to select from the case notes and write a letter of referral, discharge or transfer depending upon the task. You have to create a logical structure for your letter of 180 to 200 words and make sure that it is written in your own language. Irrespective of whether you are a doctor, nurse, physiotherapist or dentist, pay attention to the task given in the case notes first. Your paying attention to the task in the first 5 minutes of reading time is of utmost importance. Find out who you are writing to and why. By understanding the task, you will be able to select points from the case notes which are relevant and to be included in your letter. The selection of points will depend upon whether the person to whom the patient is referred is known to him early or not. If the person already knows the patient, there will be no necessity to include information from the medical history of the patient. The person you are referring the patient to will almost completely change the way you write your letter. For example, if you are writing to a dermatologist, you have to mention about acne, whereas if you are writing to a neurologist, this point is not relevant. Be wary about unnecessary information given in the case notes by the examiners to distract your attention. Tip number 1. Selecting from the case notes. After you have understood the task, you have to look at the case notes and find out which points are relevant and which points are irrelevant. For example, if you are writing to a diabetologist, there is no meaning in writing about the patient breaking his wrist many years ago. While reading the case notes, you tick the points which you feel are relevant. Tip number 2. Organizing the case notes. You must organize your case notes into neat paragraphs to have a clear structure. Your letter should be according to 1. The introductory sentence, 2. The main issue, 3. The secondary issue, 4. Any other details, and 5. The request. First you write the date at the top left hand corner in DD, MM, YY format, and below that you write the address of the recipient. Then the salutation, that is, Dear Doctor, Dr. Harry, Mr. Dash, Mrs. Dash, etc. Below that you write RE, that is regarding the name of the patient and his age or date of birth as given in the case notes. In the introductory sentence, you can begin with a thank you and then mention the purpose of referral. So for example, you can write, I am referring Mr. So-and-so back into your care for a full assessment of such and such problems. In the second paragraph, you can give more details regarding the main issue. You can talk about the date on which the patient was admitted to the hospital, the type of tests which were administered on him, and the results of the tests, and also about the final diagnosis. In the third paragraph, you can mention about any secondary issues that might have arisen due to the main issue and other things which you feel are relevant. In the fourth paragraph, you can give any other details like the patient's present lifestyle, his diet, etc., or any other matter which you feel the doctor to whom the patient is referred should know. The last paragraph contains the request. The request that was made in the introductory sentence should be made more explicit here. The information will be there in the task discharge plan, or management plan. Tip number 3, transforming case notes. You must not copy the case notes directly. Instead, you must rework on the case notes and make a sensible story to fulfill the task. Tip number 4, ending the letter. You can end your letter with yours faithfully or yours sincerely. Yours sincerely is written when you know the person to whom you are writing the letter. So, for example, if you are starting your letter with Dear Mr. Harry or Dear Dr. Smith, etc. If you begin the letter with Dear Doctor, Dear Sir, or Madam, you must end the letter with yours faithfully, as you do not know the person to whom you are writing the letter. Below that, just write your professional designation. Don't write your name at all. Hope this video was useful to you. Till we meet next time, all the best to all of you. Bye. See you soon.